free. This is another one of these heartaches. But it's a recent heartache, or more recent. So I was, the longest relationship I've ever had was with this girl, wonderful, sweet, kind of sad girl. And we broke up a couple of times. And the last time we broke up, I remember it was really hard. And I was trying to think, I want to be with someone who's happy, and who's going to like bring me up, even though she was great and really devoted. And we had, a lot of special times together. She was really sad. She didn't want to break up. She was really upset when we broke up. And I instigated it. And then a few months later, maybe 6 months later, I saw her at a mutual friend's. And she looked great. And she was happy. Because guess what? She had a new man in her life. And I was prepared to be happy for her. And I was. And she, every time I'd seen her before that, it was like, just tragic. And then she was good, and she was like, it's great to see you, and everything's okay, my life's going great. She was so happy. And then she showed, or I noticed, she had a tattoo. And it turns out her new boyfriend was a tattoo artist. And he had, within the space of a few weeks that they'd been together, he tattooed her. He left a mark forever on her. And I remember looking at it and just the emotional weight of everything hit me. And I didn't do anything at the time, but I remember later weeping like a baby, crying, just oh God, She would that tattoo was emblematic that she was gone forever. There was no going back, This new guy in her life had inked her, And I remember sitting at the piano when I got back, writing this, When I was young, I was a lonely boy. When I fell in love, you were my only joy. You were my lap of luxury. You just didn't know you were for me, 'cause I never told you. And on from there. And it kind of took me back to my therapy session is about to commence. When I was 8, I had still have 4 older siblings, and they're 14 to 10 years older than I am, right? And that song gets into the just weirdness of my own existence. I've always been an interloper, And I was thinking about, how special this girl was to me because she filled that void that I think I've always had, and everyone experiences this. David Bowie said every song he ever wrote was about the same thing, alienation. But I definitely felt it. When I was 8, I had a little nervous breakdown. I remember I just didn't get along with anyone my own age. My dad attributed it to the fact that the next brother up had left for college, and the brother above him, older than him, he'd been going to a local community college, and then he went off to university. And I think the sister above them had been back for the summer or something, maybe both sisters. She was maybe in and out of university. She bounced around a lot. So one autumn, all of my siblings left, and suddenly I was an only child. And I used to have night terrors, and apparently it caught up to me at school. I don't remember this, I repressed it, but apparently burst into tears, and teachers couldn't get me to stop. They sent me to the principal, and I don't remember this at all, but the principal was called my parents and said, you have to take Liam home. He's crying, he won't stop. We don't know what's wrong. And losing this girl was took me back to that existential aloneness. And I thought of the Tom Petty song, Free Fallin', now I'm free fallin', and, I got into these lyrics of, with the descending chords. Of now, and then the chorus is actually, now I'm more Beach Boys chords in here. There's this, which if you think of like, I may not always love you. If you look at the first chords, it's that magical Brian Wilson chord, and I do the same damn thing. Now I'm free. That lovely chord. It's in Pavlov's Dogs a couple times. And then you get up to the E. And the whole thing goes down a half step like you've been kicked in the nuts. So I got into that song, and then it became like this monster where I like got all my demons out. This little instrumental bit is just the chords to. But then I turned it like it sounds like a Latin jazz piece or something, I don't know. And then I took a beat out to give it a 7/8, make it even more disjointed. And then there's an A major to an A minor twice. So I overlapped them. So it was like this like MC Escher song where it's like you keep going in a cycle that you can't get out of, you know. You finally get out of it. But anyway, it became a really important song for me. And it's one of those, like, I put an asterisk to Griff because I was so insecure about it. And I was like, this song needs something. And he didn't change it. He left it the way it was. So you're getting, it's just me, you know, and my catharses coming out in that song. I hope someone likes it.